Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com, and today, guys, I want to review another ICO because these ICOs just keep getting better and better and better, and the opportunities just keep kind of flooding in, and I'm just always amazed at how people are taking blockchain technology, how people are taking the IoT or Internet of Things technology and applying it to blockchain in industries and in circumstances or for use cases that I would never even expect, that I would not imagine in a million years. And that's exactly what Pavocoin has done. Pavocoin is the first IoT blockchain for the AgTech ecosystem. So when I first saw this, I had to ask myself, what in the world is the AgTech ecosystem, right? I assume that it's relating to something with agriculture, right? So I started to look it up, right? I first looked up AgTech, and I looked, okay, what's AgTech? AgTech definition. Okay, so AgTech is Entrepreneur Group Startup Australia says the term AgTech refers to transforming the global food system through digital technology. At the root of it, AgTech is simply combining two words to define the joining two worlds of agriculture and technology. Okay, pretty interesting, right? They're trying to digitize the agricultural industry, farming, production, distribution of food, right? Of foods that go throughout the world, throughout your local communities and so forth. That is what AgTech is referring to. So I looked a little deeper and wanted to see, okay, well, what are the trends in AgTech for 2018? So a little more Googling, came up with this article, talks about AgTech, gives a little diagram of how AgTech works, right? And it shows that there's a little farm, the food is actually grown and produced in crops. It is then, produced or what's the word I'm looking for? It is I can't think of the word that I'm thinking of, but it's produced, right? And then it's distributed to different factories all over the world, right? So let's just take a look at this article really quickly. The distribution over the last decade in the retail food value chain gained momentum in 2017 with the IPO of Blue Apron. So you're seeing Blue Apron, you're seeing Amazon buy Whole Foods to get more in the distribution and production of foods and delivery and distribution of foods. So Amazon is getting into that space. A continued slump in commodity prices has seen big ag facing declining margins. And so agriculture technology is now becoming a big thing for folks in this space to keep their business models going, to keep pace with the market growing and growing's demand of efficiency, of digitization, and so forth and so on, right? Even GE is getting into agricultural technology, right? The future of agriculture, indoor farms powered by LEDs, GE reports. Let's see, what else do we have here? Big data in smart farming, GE powers Internet of Agriculture. The Internet of Agriculture, wow, pretty interesting, right? So that should give you an idea of what Pavocoin is, right? They're entering the agriculture technology space by building an IoT blockchain application that will help to kind of encapsulate the whole process into one single platform on the blockchain. And that's exactly what Pavocoin is doing. Very fascinating. This ICO has been brought to you by ICO Box, which is a prepackaged solution for folks that want to launch an ICO. It also is a good indicator when you see something with ICO Box on it, that it is not a scam, that it has been approved and has gone through a number of reviews and regulatory kind of checkpoints, if you will, to make sure that the ICO is legitimate and it is not a scam. It's also been reviewed by a number of other ICO reviewing agencies, which you can take a look at right here. But let's dig in a little deeper, right? So here's some testimonials. You have a testimonial from Jeff Burton from EA Sports, which you can see right here. Pretty cool. Electronic Arts, I'm sorry, not EA Sports. Electronic Arts, which is a big video game manufacturer. You're seeing from ICO Box, the founder here, you're seeing him talk about it. Okay, so now let's get into the product itself. What is Pavocoin? Because I think this is the most exciting piece, right? So the product is bringing together the cutting-edge technologies of IoT and blockchain and our vast experience in crop cultivation. We are serving an agricultural ag ecosystem focused on a highly technologicalized crop growing, processing, and distribution. All right, so they're trying to digitize everything from growing crops to distributing crops, growing crops, processing crops, and distributing crops around the world. They're trying to digitize that whole process to bring crop growing and farming and agricultural really to a more operationalized or kind of supply chain type of process, right, on the blockchain itself, right? Okay, so what are we experts in? Building monitoring systems for valued crops. 10 years of experience with almonds, hazelnuts, and walnuts. So they've been in this industry for 10 years. That's why we built it. Pavo's IoT system is used for monitoring and optimizing the entire life cycle of crop production. Today, Pavo is being beta tested in California, where I'm from, right? It'd be interesting to go check out these guys and go do an interview of these guys, which I might actually consider trying to do because I think it's pretty cool, right, what they're trying to do. So, okay, so features. So this is where it gets really cool. Pavo's IoT blockchain software platform is designed for the data-driven agriculture professional of the future, right? So they're going to put sensors in the soil. They're going to put sensors in the environment. They're going to monitor the light that's coming into a particular crop, the contaminants that may be in the soil. They're going to check the water quality, the pH levels, the salinity, the ORP levels of the particular soil that they're using. They're going to check the CO2 sensor in the plants and in the crops themselves. All of that is going to be delivered as data back into the Pavo platform, into an application. Right now, the IoT software component exists and is deployed in 2 greenhouses in California. So they're already doing this where they're monitoring all of these different types of parameters and indicators in an app, in an ecosystem, in California. This is already happening, right? And they're pulling it back into a platform, a decentralized platform, the Pavo platform, and they're going to be able to track all of this information in the platform. And guys, this is already happening. The platform already exists and is in beta testing in California as we speak. So very exciting. You can see what the interface of the app looks like. Very, very cool. I think all the farmers are going to be, soon carrying their smartphones and looking at their crops. How are my almond trees doing? How are my orange trees doing? Oh no, my strawberries have too much salinity in their, too much salt in their soil. I need to go correct that problem, and they're going to go rush over their crops. All right, maybe it won't be that crazy, but it gives you an idea of what's going on here, all right? So system features: record and monitor production practices in real time via the Pavo IoT gateway, record, report, and analyze activities from planting to spray records to shipping, track labor records and productivity to optimize human resources and related costs, easily measure and track the entire cultivation operation from anywhere, right? So this is awesome on a kind of a one-to-one farm level. Like if you give this to a farmer, this technology, right, it'll help them really optimize their crop production and make their distribution more efficient, ultimately overall helping them profit more. But if you look at this at a more kind of macro scale, now what happens when you get all farmers and all producers, right, of food farming? What about when you get all of them on this application, in this ecosystem, on this network? Then what starts happening, right? Then you start being able to see farmers and crops from specific regions in the world, from specific areas in the world, and you can start then monitoring how much food will be produced in a particular region of the world and how much food will be distributed to a particular region of the world. You can essentially quantify all of this, all crop production in the world, and then you can more efficiently distribute food to places that need food more easily accessible, right? You can more easily tap into what markets may, pay more for a particular kind of food or may pay less for a particular kind of food. I mean, the number of business models that can be created off of this simple technology, not simple, but this technology are mind-blowing. I mean, to me, they're mind-blowing. I mean, the potential here goes far beyond individual crops and individual farmers into a much, much broader strategic play on a worldwide level, on a worldwide scale when it comes to food distribution, helping people that need food, helping countries that don't have enough food. This is awesome. I mean, this is a very, very cool platform and technology, right? Okay, so Pavo functionality: solving industry problems, a software solution that helps with regulatory compliance from seed to market, a solution that helps growers better manage the cost of labor, supplies, and electricity, a way for growers to better track their product and test yields, and to better brand themselves as providers of a safe, high-quality, environmentally friendly product, so forth and so on. This is awesome, all right? Okay, let's keep going through this because I'd like to show you a few more things. So on their token sale, this is what the token distribution looks like. Pretty standard, right? Go ahead and check that out yourselves. Here's the token sale stages. Right now, you get a 45% bonus if you buy Pavocoins during this ICO pre-sale. You will get 45% bonus, and the price goes up from there, right? So that's something worth taking a note on. I've been doing that, and I've been getting in on these pre-sale bonuses, and it actually is paying off quite well, right? Because you get a lot more bang for your buck when you're buying it. Check out this team, guys. I'm not going to go to individually every person's LinkedIn profile, but very, very solid team. Alan Young, who's the co-founder and the vice chairman, He has vast experience in this scene. He founded Runway, a major startup incubator and support firm in San Francisco and Silicon Valley. He's fostering startups. He's also got experience in private equity and venture funding all around the Bay Area. So he's definitely a Silicon Valley veteran. He's done multiple IPOs in the stock market world, and is prime and a great leader for this particular product. The advisory board, enormous as well. Jeff Burton, founder of Electronic Arts, the video game company, is backing this. He's one of the main advisors here, which is, again, a very, very strong indication that this company is going to do really well. Interesting, one of their partners is Weed Club. So literally, as I was making this video, I was thinking this would be a great product for the marijuana industry, right? The emerging marijuana industry in the United States, California, Colorado, Washington. Marijuana is becoming legalized everywhere, right? And so they're partnering with Weed Club to start to tap into that market, which is a multi-billion-dollar market. Another very, very, very smart move on their behalf, right? To get this technology out there and to get it used, right? Pavo in the media, again, ICO box, talking about that. Partners frequently ask questions. You can check that out on your own. Let's look at their following. Like, how much traction is this getting, right? So when we go over to their Telegram page, they already have almost 5,000 members on Telegram. If you go to their Bitcoin Talk page, they already have 49 pages, and they've only been on this since April 2nd. So not very long, but there's already a lot of excitement about this platform. And you can kind of read through this and kind of just see what the excitement is. If you haven't looked, check out this one-pager. It's right on their website. It gives a very, very good breakdown of how the platform works. And I'll talk about it quickly, but check it out yourselves. So the agricultural market size is $5 trillion globally, so it's not a small market. It's only growing, and digitizing every aspect of the economy is happening, right? Software is eating the world. And blockchain is now going to start eating the internet and eating software that has eaten the world, right? So we're kind of at a pivot point here where blockchain technologies is going to start eating traditional internet applications. This is happening, right? When agriculture is becoming digitized, and not only digitized, but on the blockchain, you got to look out. You got to take note, because this is a big, big shift and a big disruption that's about to happen to this market. And I'm very bullish on this particular app. I'm actually going to go and invest in this myself, because this is very, very promising. And I've worked for companies like GE, and they're focused on the Internet of Things, and they're focused very, very seriously and spending billions of dollars on things like what Pavocoin is actually doing. Cisco's doing it, Intel is doing it, Microsoft is doing it, Google is doing it. They're all getting into this space, and they're actually threatened by little startups like Pavocoin that have much more flexibility, can growth hack, are much more nimble in how they execute, and they're going to give these big players a big run for their money, okay? So anyway, what problems does Pavo solve? So a seed is planted. Monitor the actual tool, the Pavo ecosystem and technology monitors the crop production, provides real-time feedback with their analytics, right? Ongoing monitoring for crop health, delivering crop to market, and then storing data for future production. So it's kind of like, you could store this data over time and see what conditions actually yield the most crops, what conditions are most favorable for distribution and processing of crops, and so forth and so on, right? Wow, I've said a lot. This is an awesome one-pager. Check it out. I'll put it in the show notes. And then you got the white paper, 85 pages long. It's a very, very thick, dense white paper. They're located on Market Street in San Francisco. I'm probably going to go take a visit to these guys, because I think their technology is so, so fascinating. And I'll let you know how that turns out. If I do, I will film it, and I will let you know. But take a look at this white paper. It's very, very well written, very, very well laid out the way their blockchain and ecosystem and platform will work. Highly recommend it. They've spent a lot of time thinking through this. I'm not going to read through the white paper, obviously, because it's very dense and very thick. But it is fascinating. It's very, very, very clever what they're doing here. Again, I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Check out Pavocoin. You got one more day for the 45% bonus. It's phase 1, so you have time to invest. Even if you don't get into phase 1, you still want to get into phase 2. Again, this is an ICO put together by ICO Box, which I am beginning to trust much more. Now that they've been launching so many quality ICOs, I can see that they're a serious business. They seriously want to help companies get into this space successfully, and they've pre-packaged up solutions for launching ICOs that I think it's worth noting if you are looking to launch an ICO yourself. Very, very, very cool, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not saying go out and buy this, but I personally am going to go out and buy some Pavo coins, because I am very, very excited at what they're doing. I think this is very, very clever. And anyway, let me know what you guys think, all right? I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get all the latest updates on the latest ICOs that have the most potential, guys. I'm only finding ICOs and reviewing ICOs that I think have the highest potential for you because I'm in the same game as you guys. I want to make money on ICOs. I want to make money from cryptocurrency. I don't want to lose money, right? I'm finding quality ICOs that you guys can get behind. Obviously, do your own research, but I'm backing these because I believe in them and I think they have future potential. Check it out, guys. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com, and I will see you tomorrow. See you guys.